Green, green, green.
So, it's the start of another race. This time it's a bit more of a recap. This was one of my best nights racing I think I've ever done in the BMW 12.0 Fixed Championship on Iracing. After the rolling start, you can see I avoided a couple of accidents on the first lap there. But this was one of my best races because race 4 was probably my best finish position. This was my best race of all time in these cars. I love the track, I love the layout, I've got used to it now, I've got used to the steering on and the braking and everything, and it just works. So, obviously, first lap it was quite action packed. Took a few places on the start after a pretty hard wiped out and a good overtake going into the S's. And then it settled to a pattern. There's this guy called Steve Maynard, who was the car directly behind me, who was quicker than me. He started behind me on the grid. He didn't set a lap, same as me. Didn't set a lap in qualifying because I ran out and 1x.
Black is closing you down. The gap has come down to 0.5.
And he probably did the same when he did qualify, just to stay out of the way of carnage. But we settled into a pattern. I had some cracking pace, some cracking consistent pace. And you can see as we go on during this video what it was actually like. It was non-stop all the way through. We didn't really have much going on as we come to the chicane there. You know, it was a good first tidy lap for myself. It was pretty decently. I'd say like it wasn't actually the car directly behind me. It was the guy who wiped out the front black. But yeah, I'm in the routine. I've got the gap in front of me, the gap behind me. I've got nice clear roads. What I do is I just drive sensibly. Around the first corner there, coming up to the S's, Road Atlanta. It's a lovely sweeping part of the track, and Steve Maynard is a guy, I think he's catching up with me now. He is quick, as he proved all race long. He's quick and consistent, didn't make many mistakes. So I had to do exactly the same, be quick and don't make many mistakes
10
as well.
minutes to go, that's 10 minutes left.
That was the one corner where I struggled to get. I think it's turn 4, Road Atlanta. You come out of the S's and there's a sweeping left. You really want to take it fast. You feel like you can take it faster, but you just can't. You come into these double right-handers. The second one much slower than the third one, the first one, sorry. And you can see now he's caught me up quite quickly. I think that's because I was really slow actually going into that turn 6. But you're coming on the back straight. It's a drag race, and it is just flat out all the way. Straight now. The guys in front are still pretty close. I think I'm looking 8th place by this point. I started 11th, so I made up to a few places at the beginning there, which is quite tidy. Might be 7th. Went off the track there, which was my first 1x race. That happens, unfortunately. But you know, I kept the pace up, still kept the throttle in, and just went for it. And Steve has settled into a routine as well himself. He's seen where I'm braking, he's seen where I'm racing. You know, Road Atlanta doesn't lend itself to massive amounts of overtaking. Varying different lines can be used, but when it comes down to hitting the apexes and the actual corners, it's very hard to overtake because a lot of the corners are quite fast. Unless you're feeling very brave, you're not going to make many stick. So you've got to rely on just putting pressure on the car in front, or using the one real clear overtaking place, which is back straight down into the chicanes. This corner, even when you come into turn 5, that's flat out. I say flat out. It's a third gear, but you're still carrying a lot of speed if it's slightly banked, so you can do a lot. In the second gear, turn 5, so turn 6, is that there's a yellow flag out here. So that car that ditched on the right hand side, there's another place made. Steve actually, I eased up a little bit because of the yellow flag. I didn't know where it was. Steve, I think, probably saw me easing up and thought, okay, I'll probably see where he's going. He got a really good drag along me. But yeah, it's the fixed championship. All the cars got the same gearing, the same top speeds, and it's just down to things. So I managed to take a good position, kept the racing line. Didn't have to do too defensive for that lap. I'm starting another one. So you know, he's already sizing me up. He's already thinking, I can probably get this guy, but where can I get him from? So there wasn't much else going on in front of me. I wasn't really gaining on the cars up ahead, which was a shame. You know, you can't always do that, I suppose. This is life. We're coming to the S's again. Love this section when you really get it right. Sometimes I have to lift through this corner here. You think, oh, should I lift it? No. But oh well. Into the turn 4 again, which is a nice corner, really is. But I just struggle with it. I want to use more track and I don't feel brave enough to use the curbing. And Steve really goes alongside again, so I'm forced to go defensive in the middle of the road, which is the slower line.
Left side.
In that corner. Managed to keep my pace. He was quick on the outside, but manages to hold my position, which isn't too bad. And off he goes down the front line, down the straight, should I say. He didn't quite get close to me. He got it pretty quick. And he's trying to make a move. You know, he was probably out braking himself. He got a little bit ragged there. It's probably one of his few mistakes he made. If he saw an opportunity for, I could probably have him here, but he got a little bit screwy in the braking, which makes a bit of a.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 4.3.
Another lap to start. I think it's lap 4 now. It's one of the things. It's a time race. It's only 12 minutes long, so it's pretty frantic. Managed to gain a bit of a gap down to Steve, but yeah, I think his clear track pace was quicker than mine, which is what you want to be doing. It's nice and steady.
We're halfway home. We're okay on fuel.
This first half of the race, I was under pressure, definitely. I could see him getting closer and closer. But I thought, as long as I drive my own race, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'm not doing too bad. So into the fast turn 5 again. Third gear, but down into second, and into the slower one. I mean, I like this corner. It was a slow speed corner because you can get a good drive out of it typically, without fear of spinning out. One of those few corners where I never really spun out from, which is nice. That now back straight again. He's not close enough to really do anything. So I think we had a couple of laps here just to maintain pace, maintain speed, and just get some quality. I mean, in a way, he's fuel saving against me, but this is not about fuel saving in these cars in this series because they're pretty loaded up, and they easily last about 3 times the distance of what they're racing. Now Steve generally seems to be quicker in probably the first half of the lap, but I was quicker in the second half.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Accordion kind of to and throwing, elastic band kind of thing. So the car going off on the left there, that's another place made. I had to ease off because I saw the car reversing back on. He could have gone there. That's when you wanted someone reversing back onto the track and take him out. And Steve managed to close up a little bit more down through the S's. I lift generally through that first kink because it doesn't feel safe to me. To be honest, if you think I should do that a bit more, but it's just not safe. Okay, and we come down to that fast turn 4 again. Yeah, nice corner. Red Lancer's not a particularly long track. It's fast, but it's very constant. You get a couple of moments there for speed, not much else. Apologies if I sound quite nasally. I'm fighting a terrible cold.
Push now. The guy behind is catching.
Down into the chicane again. Steve's getting a little bit closer. He's like, okay, sizing it up again. But I mean, they've got a good line. They didn't have to go too defensive. And that's the key thing. I had a lot of trust in Steve. I mean, in the lower levels in Iracing, which is where I race at the moment,
use all the track, force him to find the gap.
You've got a lot of trust in you if you're driving
Sixth
around,
place.
especially when you're racing.
The lap time was at 1:20.81.
You need to understand where your braking points are. I generally brake a little bit earlier. I like to carry more speed through the apex, personally. It's not the done way of racing. It's just Steve getting really close here at the top of the S's here. He's fancying his chances again, getting into the slipstream. He knows that I generally lift through this section here a fraction. I mean, I don't know why I don't have the bravery to do it. I think it's something he's going to get used to. He is quicker through that SS section, but sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes you get a little lift in. Here he is. He comes alongside.
On your left.
The spotters go. There's a car on the left now. So here we go.
Hold your line.
Into that turn 4
Clear
again.
left. On your left.
Into turn 5. He's
line.
fractionally ahead. I managed to use the whole road.
Hold your
Give
line.
him loads of room though. And that was a beautiful bit of
Hold
driving for both of them. They were too wide round that corner. And somehow I managed to get a better drive off that last corner. Yeah, you're talking a mile or 2 mile an hour sooner, but it was a much better drive. Down into the chicane, I'm taking a defensive line now.
Side.
It looks like I cut him up, but it isn't both ends
right.
of speed. I'm in a very defensive line on the inside line, so he can't come across in the front. And I managed to keep a good drive going out. That was a pretty good bit of driving for us both. We start another lap of him literally relentlessly in my rear view mirror. I mean, when you're in iRacing, you've got 2 cameras. You've got your virtual mirror, which is the top of the screen, and when you've got actually in the BMW these cars, you've got a screen. And on that screen makes your car look a lot closer. and what rear view
2
is. You're
minutes to
looking at
go,
both to
2
get a real
minutes.
gauge of where that car is. And all I can see is this car constantly stuck to my rear wing. I can bang around, turn. I think it's actually. I mean, that's turn 4. It must be turn 4 actually. It's completely wrong. It's turn 5. And he's still there. He's still harassing me. That's what you're doing. I think that's what you can do in a race like this. When you've got someone who is as quick as you, and you can stay back close to him that quickly, you've got to give him some respect. And he's really sizing it up. You know, he's not trying to plough into the back of me or give me any love taps. You know, thinking, oh, I can get past him straight and take the risk of 4x. So far, we've both been very clean. We've both had like 1x each. But the pressure is most definitely there, without a doubt. I'm a little bit deep into that chicane there. This allows him to get really, really close. Look at him, he's right on me there. I mean, you miss your braking point by a couple of metres into that chicane, and all of a sudden, you're fighting for traction, you're fighting for that exit speed.
Five.
It's a real issue. Come around again, around turn 1, up a hill. And you can really get late on the brakes coming into turn 3 because you're still going up a hill. I generally ease off, then brake, and that allows me to carry a little bit good speed, goes to the top of the S's. This is probably one of the reasons why I actually think I might actually lift off into this corner, because I've carried more speed into the chicane, into that tight second turn, which is a bit like when I went off. Yeah, that was one where I really went a bit too high, just took a bit of doubt with gravel. I'm thinking, oof, if he was a bit closer to me, he would have had me, without a doubt. I did pick up another X for that one, which was unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. I was pushing too hard, probably watching my rearview mirror or something like that. Which happens. Normally when I go off, I would go off and really stack it. So I managed to do well to save rounds in that kind of way. Here we are, coming down to the chicane for another lap. It was a battle. It really was an absolute battle. I think this is coming to a white flag lap, I think we're up to now, which feels right.
One more lap to go.
At the time it's around 12 minutes, 12-minute race. I think I think the leader was a good 20 seconds ahead. Wait, a good cruise there. He saw a little sniff there, I think, coming into there. Don't know when he's got such a good drive through that first corner. I don't know how he got that close. But you know, I think sometimes rather than I think, okay, it's last lap, let's go for it. Let's just, you know, really get tight on the tyre front. I think this was the last lap. Now, remember that corner there, and someone spin that. That's right, yeah. That was the guy who was in 5th place, I think it was. Adam Kirichi. He ditched it going into turn 4, which is an odd one. And also come on quick on him, which gives frankly a bit of traffic. Steve negotiated him as well, so we'll quite happy to take on another place on the last lap, because that's what you want sometimes.
That's 2 minutes left.
Obviously it's getting tight now.
Just 2 minutes left.
He's in my
to
stint.
go.
He's going to get a good draft coming up.
Andrew, 119.89.
You know, I'm kind of thinking, what am I do? But I just park it in the middle of the road, park it on the apex. He can't go around there because he knows I'm going to have to come across. Park it on the second apex, and it's literally a sprint to the final, around the final corner to the actual checkered flag. For me, that has to be one of my best races, without a doubt. Thanks for watching that. Awesome race, really enjoyed that, and that was a fabulous battle I had with that guy, Steve Maynard. I hope to see him again on the track at some point soon. Thanks for watching this recap. Take it easy, guys, and catch you around.